All right, so we're gonna continue where we left off with common mistakes of the squat and how to help correct them right in your own home. So if you remember, we wanted to test where someone should start with their squat. So Serena is holding a dowel, but if you can do this with a broomstick or a band at home, and she's gonna take a squat trying to get as low as possible. And what I'm looking for is if this dowel can stay over her feet. If it can't, if she's pitching forward, then there's a very easy way that you can try to correct this when you're doing your squats at home as a modification. So Serena is going to take a single dumbbell. I'm going to take this dowel from you. So let's grab this 15 here. And I want you to hold it like a goblet. Correct. Okay, so what this is going to do is help feed the mistake by pitching her more forward, and she's going to have to try to sit back into the squat a little bit more. So take a couple of repetitions here. So the weight, again, wants to pull her forward, and she has to counter that by staying a little bit taller, which helps correct that bowing forward. So this is something you can do with a single dumbbell at home. Great. The other thing you can do if you don't have a dumbbell and you're working with body weight is to grab a chair and use the chair as a cue of where to distribute your weight. So you always want your weight from about midfoot to heel. And what you're gonna do is tap the chair or hover over it just so that you know where your weight should be distributed. Excellent. So those are two ways that you can correct that pitching forward in your squat right in your own home. Great. All right, we're going back to our squat. So we're gonna go over another common mistake that we see when we're looking for prerequisites for your squatting pattern. So Serena is going to, again, try to get a deep squat here, and I'm gonna be looking for alignment between her hips, knees, and her ankles. And what you can see, which is something that you might be experiencing at home, is that her knees are dipping in. And again, we wanna use something to feed that mistake to try to counter it and do a correct squat. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna take that dowel, and what I'm gonna do is use a mini band. So you may have one of these at home. They're very easy to get online. If you don't, very inexpensive, even at Marshall's or Target. I prefer these thicker bands. So what you're gonna do is, whether you have one or the other, you're going to slip it around your top of the thigh. Great, and then we're gonna use body weight, but you can also load this at home. And what Serena's gonna do now is not allow the band to cave her knees in. So she's gonna be pushing out, which actually activates all of these muscles on the side of your legs too, your glutes, your glute medius, your glute minimus, which is perfect to really counter a lot of the muscles that fall asleep when we're sitting all day. And it quickly feeds that mistake by waking up the right muscles and aligns her hips, knees, and ankles perfectly. Great job.